This is a Central Alberta TV News special report. On Saturday, May 14th, in the town of Olds, Alberta, community members gathered to celebrate, participate, and renew their commitment to sustainability. Central Alberta TV was there.
Well, thank you for all being here this lovely, windy, sunny day. Better place than outside if you, well, if you're a bird, I suppose it's okay. But ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the elected officials of Olds and the general population, we applaud you in joining us in this unique and powerful community public consultation hosted by the Olds Advisory Group for Sustainable Living on behalf of Olds Institute for Community and Regional Development. Our potential is enormous, as is our collective motivation to realize how, through partnerships, together, we can make a difference. Although sustainability seems like a new concept, it has actually been around for decades. It is pretty simple. To have a sustainable community, everyone must do his or her part. To live a sustainable life, we must leave the world in a better state for future generations, reduce the amount of energy we use, reduce the amount of greenhouse gas emissions we produce, save money by making better choices, and save the environment by making better choices. Yes, the big choice word. As a key stakeholder in the sustainability process, Olds Council focused the development and content of its strategic plan on the guiding principles of the Olds Strategic Sustainability Plan, namely, and referred to as the OSSP. In particular, Olds Council listened to and incorporated the input of the more than 200 citizens of Olds and region who committed over 1,000 hours, that's volunteer hours, in time in building the process. Our big picture roadmap that we established together has become a foundation in our planning, alignment as we continue to value the natural step as our planning framework. There will always be current and emerging trends that will redefine the way we do business and as a community and municipality. And as per the vision of success defined by you, our community members, Olds Town Council recognizes a clear mandate is necessary to demonstrate community leadership. The strategic plan responds to the town's guiding vision through a 4 key strategic cluster. Number 1, partner in strategic communities. Number 2, responsible growth. Number 3, healthy, thriving, flourishing community. And number 4, innovative service delivery. Each mandate is quantified by how, who, and when it will be realized with council priorities, department responsibility for turning project into measurable actions, and an estimated project timeline. This is a living document and work in progress daily on a daily basis. Sustainability has become institutionalized in our planning alignment. The ideas put forth in this renewal overview will lead us to continue to improve in all 5 dimensions of sustainability, being cultural, economic, environment, social, and governance. We trust this overview will bring some further clarity to the governance dimension as we welcome our newly trained facilitators to guide us into the future. Thank you for taking that training. We certainly do appreciate that. The Town of Olds continues to be committed to strategic sustainability planning and, I repeat, will continue to value the natural step as our planning framework. We need to continue to build on the work that started in 2006 that ultimately led to the approval of the OSSP. Next, you will hear from professional and extremely talented individuals whom have committed themselves to a new way of systems thinking and have developed personal mastery, whereby they see their own personal workplace or home vision aligned to the larger vision of organization and community. Ladies and gentlemen, go take on the day, but mostly and most importantly, have fun.
I think this is leading edge for the entire province. I know in some of the bigger cities like Calgary and Edmonton, they have done some of this kind of planning, but they've got larger bureaucracies and better able to do these things. But so in a smaller context of communities of this size, I don't think anyone is doing what Olds is doing. I think it really is leading the pack in the rest of the province.
Well, it's very, very intriguing actually, Dean. What I'm finding out of these cafes is a general, serious, open, out-of-the-box way of thinking, and people are just feeling so relaxed to talk about what they think, systems thinking, where they want to go with their future. And I'm finding a commonality too with these workshops. Truly am with the diverse age groups. We have seniors, we have youth, we have high school. Bless their heart and soul, it's a beautiful day. We've had 80 people plus come in and open their hearts and their soul to our sustainability plan for the future.
Well, we're really excited to see the faces before us as a member of the Olds Advisory Group for Sustainable Living. I've had a fair amount of history with the process, and I am just so proud of being part of the group that's been given the job of helping to steer that whole piece of education and awareness building and engaging the whole community in the conversation of sustainability. We have an amazing group of dedicated volunteers on a whole host of committees that have come together to be the creators of our cafes that you will be cruising through this afternoon. And I just want to, on behalf of the whole crew behind this initiative, to say welcome, welcome, welcome. This ain't going to be your normal public forum meeting. So we'll look forward to new ways of having conversations, new ways of meeting people, exchanging ideas, and coming out with some very good information for all levels of our community to make better choices.
I mean, we are using processes now in local government, in business, that were invented in 1956. Meetings, committees, workshops, really boring. People, and that's part of the problem. It's not that people don't care about their kids in school, that they're not going to school board meetings. It's because the meetings are so bad. And there's nothing in the meeting that allows them to get engaged about their kids' education. So we have to find new tools and processes, because what worked in 1956 is not working in 2011.
Good morning, everyone. I am a board member of the Olds Institute. Our chair, Rob Smith, could not be with us here today, so I am welcoming you on behalf of our board. It's so nice to see such a wonderful turnout here today. Many of you that are here today understand how important the process of establishing a clear vision and plan for our community today, tomorrow, and in the future. I would like to extend a warm thank you on behalf of the Olds Institute to our partners and all community citizens. This process started in 2008 when the Alberta Urban Municipality Association and the Town of Olds administration introduced a concept of sustainability planning to our board of the Olds Institute. They did this because of the reputation and the successes for practicing sustainable economic and community development, and also because of our Institute's strong and valued relationships with a vast number of community members. The Olds Institute was extremely responsive to the idea and immediately committed to being involved in the pilot project.
Yeah, I feel like we have a say in it, kind of like, because we're like a part of this. If we want something to change or something to happen, that we were able to write that down. So I think that we got a lot out of our minds to put on it and stuff.
Thank you, Charlotte, and thank you everyone for coming out this morning. I'm very, very pleased to be here, and my major function here today is to give a report and to hopefully cause you to think about what's been going on in this community and to celebrate. When I stopped and reviewed what has happened within the sustainability movement, I was extremely proud. Mel Giles and I, who sat down and worked extremely hard with a number of people who I see in the audience this morning, we were quite astounded when we spent 2 days reviewing activities in our community, and they are many. First of all, if we look at this economic dimension, this is an extremely important dimension, because if we don't have jobs, we can't support anything else. We have to have an economy that provides jobs so that families can live here, and the services that they require generate more economic activity, etc. So, and the other thing about the economy is that in a community, if we're going to sustain a community, we have to have all of the demographic groups represented.
So we're with the Economic Cafe, the economic dimension, and right now we're just discussing how personally we can affect the economy of Olds, how we can affect it in our organization and our business, and right now it's going really well. Everybody's really generating some great ideas, talking about the big point that I've heard was about marketing. Let's market Olds. Let's keep marketing Olds. Let's get our name out there so that everybody knows who we are and what we have to offer.
And I'm so pleased to see some of the information that's coming to the table. But I want to see some of the issues that I know within our economic development portfolio come to that table today. Hopefully I'd like to see that come out. I think that we need to concentrate on a few things that we don't have. We don't really have any tourism development in this town. We don't have an effective tourism booth. We don't have a storefront, full-time chamber of commerce. So we don't have that kind of one-stop shop in which people can go to and collect information and share information and support small business entrepreneurship. We need those sort of things because small towns like Olds grows from small business. And to be able to have a very significant marketing budget so we can market Olds, promote Olds to the world. If you don't have that appropriate level of marketing budget, and if you don't have the expertise to be the individual promoting it out, then you're missing out on all the investment opportunities, the investment traction. So those are the sort of things I'm hoping will come out in the Economic Development Cafe.
The next aspect is that dimension is that of the environment. And this is what most people will go to when they start talking about sustainability is the environment. But as you realize, it's larger, sustainability is larger than the environment. The environment is a very important part of it, and I guess why many people feel that it deserves specific attention is that a lot of economic activity and a lot of other activities have taken place with an environmental price tag that wasn't recognized at the time, and we're now starting to recognize that there is a price to doing some of these things.
People are discussing about the environment and how they can improve it themselves through their community organizations, whether it be a service club or their church or so forth, how the town can improve it, and how the business organizations can improve the environment.
What kind of ideas have been coming up in the conversation?
Some things include, well, personally, the 3 R's, reduce, reuse, recycle, businesses having their own green bins, the town changing some of their legislation, maybe some curbside paper and cardboard recycling, those sorts of things.
Good.